What up? It's your boy Wall Street, ready to talk about the league. And today I'm talking about my favorite team, which many of you probably already know about, the Washington Wizards, who are currently the worst team in the NBA, sitting at 6-33 on the season. But I don't like to look at it as a bad thing. We're building. And one of the players that I want to talk about today, the main player that I want to talk about today, is Kyshawn Shanty Alonzo George, or as many of you know him, Kyshawn George. But many of you probably do not know him because he was a late first-round pick by the Wizards, one of 3 first-round picks that were made by the Wizards in the 2024 NBA draft. Kyshawn was actually a pick by the New York Knicks. I think it was a pick ahead of where the Wizards were picking, and we did a swap. He was picked 24th overall by the Knicks and then subsequently traded to the Wizards on draft night. He was born in Switzerland because his father, Dion, is Canadian, but played professional basketball in Switzerland. So I believe he was born during Dion's time playing overseas there. He also spent some time in France before going to the University of Miami in Florida, the U. Shout out Miami. My sister went there, so got a ton of love for the University of Miami. He's 6'8", 200 pounds, is a guard / forward, just, lanky wing player. He's got good defensive tendencies, and he can score in a hurry. And the reason I want to make this video today is because he's been showing flashes that he is capable of being a star player in this league. And I know that's a bold statement, but I truly do think that he has a lot of potential, and that's why the Wizards made this pick. Was mainly based on potential. He didn't really put up, crazy numbers in college. Played 13 games, or sorry, didn't play 13, played 31 games. I just had a dyslexic moment. Played 31 games, started 16 of them, 23 minutes a game, 43% from the field, 41% from 3 for 7.6 points per game at the University of Miami in his lone year there. Last night against the Phoenix Suns, he put up 24 points, went 6 for 8 from 3-point range, 8 for 10 from the field overall in 31 minutes of action. He fouled out of the game, unfortunately, but he's not scared of the moment. Like that Suns game, I think the Wizards were down by like 20 plus at one point. And we started working our way back towards the end. It really turned into a game at the end. And he hit a huge 3 from deep. Like it wasn't like on the line. Like he was at least a couple of steps back. Hits a huge 3, I think to bring it within like a 1-possession game. And, it was at the end of the shot clock. He really got, tossed a grenade, as they say, and he made it count, and he put the ball in. He did miss a free throw down the stretch, which I was, but, he's a young guy. He's 20 years old, so he's going to have moments where he doesn't, really get there. I'm sorry, he's 21 years old. I think I say he's 20. He's 21. 21. He is currently averaging 7.7 points per game, about 4 rebounds, and 2.2 assists in 34 games played this season. Has only started 8 of them, playing 25 minutes a game. And his shooting percentages are not good for the season. He's just been incredibly inconsistent. He's shooting 35% from the field and 27.5% from 3. Shooting like 77% from the line, though. So he has a good stroke. He's not getting rhythm. Or I should say he's not playing enough in a consistent manner to have that rhythm. Like he's getting played, 30 minutes one night, then he's getting played 10, then he's getting played 7, and then he's getting played, 27. It's very hard to tell, how much he's really going to play on a given night, as opposed to the other 2 rookies like Bub Carrington and Alex Sarr. They're, basically going to be getting starters minutes every night. Alex is basically going to start every single game. Bub, I think, has come off the bench for a couple of games, but now that Malcolm Brogdon's out again, Bub is starting to get in the routine of being a starter once again. and I think all of them have star potential, but I think Kyshawn George is really like the X factor. Like Kyshawn George might wind up being better than the other two. We really don't know. And I think, this team right now, they remind me of, or at least I'm going to say this and hope in the future that this statement sounds good, but I think they remind me of what like the Houston Rockets and the Oklahoma City Thunder were like 3-4 years ago. Like the Rockets right after James Harden left were terrible, but they started building. They picked some good players in the draft, both in the early rankings, like in the lottery, and then also later in the first round, in the second round. And I think we're getting back to really building our team through the draft, which is really how the Wizards have always been a good team whenever they've been in, playoff contention or championship contention. They've always built through the draft. They're not like a free agent destination, which it's just the nature of the league. There's only so many free agent destinations like Miami, Dallas, LA, New York. There's only a couple. There's only a handful. It's rare that you have a free agent destination like Oklahoma City is not going to be a free agent destination. It's only when they're winning because people want to join a winning team, right? So when you're not winning and you're not a, luxurious place or a glamorous place like one of those cities I named, you're really going to have to build to the draft. That's just how life works in the NBA. But Kyshawn George has a lot of potential. Last night, against the Suns was a really good flash. And he's done this before, too. I think he did a couple times in preseason. He's done it earlier in the season as well. And when Kyle Kuzma's out, Kyshawn really gets more playing time. He gets the ability to, play a little more freely on the court. And I think as long as he keeps doing that, he's going to be a guy that's averaging, 18 to 23 points a night eventually once he really hits his potential, because he's a really good shooter. I think he's going to be a 40% shooter from three for the vast majority of his career. But we'll see what happens. I'm obviously very high on my guys on the Wizards because I want them to perform. I want them to succeed because I love my team. And I think we're moving in the right direction. I think we have good savvy vets. I think Jordan Poole's really stepped up and tried to be a leader of this team, and it shows. It's a 180 from last year with him, and we're moving in the right direction. Even though we're losing more games, we're moving in the right direction. So I'm excited. Hopefully we have Cooper Flagg or Ace Bailey or Dylan Harper come next season, and we'll see what happens. But we got a ton of star potential type guys on this team right now. They just need to get coached the right way and be able to get reps and play against other stars in the league like they did last night, like Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and they're just going to get better and better every day. So let me know what you guys think about Kyshawn George, though. Do you think he can be an all-star in this league? Do you think he has, elite scoring potential? I want to know your thoughts. So please leave some comments down below so we can discuss. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate you doing both of those things. Helps me, helps the channel, helps YouTube know what you like to see, so it'll keep suggesting my content your way. Makes it easier for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, I'll let you guys go. Stay safe, handle business, stand on business, and I'll catch you later. Peace.